May 2nd, time 6:45, and today I could say is a little bit of a redo on my part. Sort of messed up, but it's a part of growth. But I am here today again with my uncle, owner of HollowEYEZET Entertainment. Go ahead and introduce yourself, man.
I'm Ibrahim Hornsby. I am on HollowEYEZET Entertainment. Go ahead and follow that.
Shout out to my uncle. Really trying to start up his own business and do his own thing. But besides that, when we first discussed on this topic, we were talking about video games and kind of the old versus the new. Me and him have very varying opinions on older video games and newer video games. But I'll let him go into maybe some of the games he likes, or maybe a little bit more of a description on what we're going to talk about today. But that's my consistency.
Well, from what I've noticed, the fighting platforms that are still used today are Street Fighter, Tekken, Smash Brothers, Mortal Kombat, and Marvel vs. Capcom.
Mm-hmm.
And I gotta say, the whole new fighting sets that they have now, hitboxes and it's just completely changed on the way that I used to play fighting games.
Yeah. That's why I look at your fighting games as clunky, but it's not as much as clunky as they are I can't call them old. It's just a certain style that at the time was the style of play.
Exactly.
So I respect older games from that, but don't really associate myself with older games because I come from a newer generation of gaming. But I was introduced through older games though.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad that I was able to take you under my wing at times and show you different types of fighting games, and it was it's always been fun, So why don't we go ahead and give a shout out to the fighting games that we like today?
Yeah, man. I'll start with a few of mine. Shouts out to Soul Calibur, if we're talking about what we played today. Soul Calibur, I'll still play that game no matter how trash I am at it now. Smash, any day, run the fade, run the hands. What else? Maybe Street Fighter, but just depends. But honestly, even though this is not a newer game, the Marvel vs. Capcom 3, because I can always play that game. I can always play that game under any circumstances.
As of recently, I have played MVC3, and sitting there and actually learning all the combinations, the tag air combos, the supers, everything. It was actually pretty fun, but it still does not compare to anything that I was able to experience in Marvel vs. Capcom 2. That game just tops all fighting games. There was never a moment in MVC2 to where you could not take advantage of that kind of moment. Somebody doing something out of the normal, or trying to do the same combination over again, and you just come out with a super, or you just bank whatever they're trying to do. That is one of the most versatile fighting games that I've ever played.
Well, I pay homage and give shouts out to Marvel vs. Capcom 2, because it set up the baselines for 3, and they what Marvel vs. Capcom 2 did so well. 3 tried to make it, but it tried to expand on that a little bit too much, and that's the only reason why I don't like air combos.
Yeah.
Because that's probably the only thing in the game I can't really deal with, because you're hitting an opponent once, and then you're following up with tagging in and then doing a few things, and it's it looks cool, but it's that shit's what happened to the grounded battle? What happened to the fighting game?
Yeah. So I think what really did happen with that whole thing was just they had changed the whole style of the game.
Not to cut you off, but didn't games start around that time coming out with more tag team games?
Yeah, so I don't know if you remember Tekken X Street Fighter?
Yeah.
I know you know. I used to own that game. That was fun. I could still play that to this day. But things like, I don't know, Mortal Kombat versus DC, stuff like that, like, I never really got into.
Mortal Kombat versus DC, I played for a little bit, but like just my whole experience was terrible. I just played against somebody who completely just mashed one button, not one button, but mashed one fucking one move, and I didn't really know how to play the game. So I was trying to hit him, and even though I did sometimes, I figured out how to use Noob's teleport. He would still do the same shit, and I was just like, all right, you know what? I'm never playing this game. Like, dude, like that's not fair. I've never touched this game, and this is exactly what you're gonna do. Come on, at least
that's why
at
I
least
won't
beat my
touch
ass
Tekken.
appropriately.
That's why I won't touch Tekken, because it became a game to where you could hit somebody in the air and just sit there and win the whole game. You get them in the air one time, you can sit there and juggle them the whole time. So I gotta ask you, what is like the platforms that you wish that were still around today? Like, out of the platforms that you played with me, the older school games, like which ones do you think should still be around?
Well, I hate to even bring it on fighting games, but I wish there was something like Pokemon Stadium. Like that's a topic on its own. But fighting games in general, Power Stone. That just needs to be brought back. A fighting game where you can take anything in the room and use it against your opponent. Plus like drops that happen and all this cool shit that it's like Smash Bros, but it's really not. It takes the platforming to a whole different level where it's just too interactive. Like not even like it's bad, not even to a bad level. It's just too interactive.
You get to get a skateboard in the game,
bruh.
Like that's ridiculous.
Bruh, like come on now.
I know. I really like. I brought you in on part 2 on the Dreamcast.
Or like I said last time, Budokai 2.
Yeah.
I mean Budokai 3.
My God.
Because Budokai, nah, man. I stick behind that whole subject. Budokai 3 has a great fighting system. I'm not talking about what's in the game. I'm talking about the system of fighting. You cannot say it was fun.
I can't say that it wasn't fun.
Yeah, there we go.
I cannot say that it was not fun. Budokai 3 was very fun.
Okay then.
Budokai 2 it kills all.
I didn't get enough experience in that, but I've seen so many clips with 2 that I'm like, dude, like why does 2 look so much like it looks just like 3, but just it looks better. Like like the gameplay just looks better
because it was. They basically upgraded the gameplay from part 1 because part 1 was like
dog water.
Yeah.
I played 1. Yes, I played 1. I didn't beat it. That's how dog water it was. I told you I couldn't get past fucking Vegeta. I couldn't get past Vegeta.
It's garbage. But part 2, they changed all the fireballs to where you could just press forward energy or back energy, and then you would use whatever super it was. And then they took the combinations that you were able to do to put people into like super moves. They still kept that around from the first one. So now they turned your fireballs into basically 2 press buttons, and then your combinations were still kept the same. So it just, man, I'm sorry.
Budokai is still, but Budokai is a fast-paced game. It's not like that.
Definitely.
The problem that there is with nowadays games, like the reason why I'm not really playing fighting games like that anymore is because they just implement too many mechanics to where what we talked about, where you can reverse it on the opponent. So it's just a reversal into a reversal, and now you're just sitting here like, okay.
What got me was the repetitiveness about like every game, like to where if you just know just a few. Just a few moves.
You're able to
you can just
and you've seen what I've gone through. You've seen what Mo gone through. The bullshit.
Yeah.
And it's like it feels like back in like just more so in your day that people respected a fighting game.
Exactly.
Like, because they had to, like not because they wanted to. Maybe they didn't want to. And they chose a whole ass character.
So there was this one time.
But they learned how to use that whole ass character.
We ran Smash me and Huey, good friend of mine. We basically, like, me and Huey ran that game.
Right.
Our best player, well, mine was Yoshi, and his was DK. And these kids actually they challenged us to a battle. So we wound up using team battle. These fools actually picked the Mario Brothers, like they picked Mario and Luigi. And we both picked Yoshi and DK. And like it was like an epic battle. It was like an epic battle. But see the one fighting game that I wish was really around and still on that same platform has to be Bloody Roar. Like that game is so much fun. Like it's so much fun.
We were talking about that a little bit, and you showed me what's it called? You showed me just like a little short video on the fighting mechanics and everything. It's like Tekken, but you know you can turn into an animal.
Yeah, man. Actually, I gotta say it's a little bit further from Tekken on the count of that you still have to use like down, forward, or whatever fireball motion. Like you still have to do those kind of mechanics to be able to do certain moves in the game.
Right.
But where it does match Tekken at is like the combination. So it's basically like punch, punch, kick, kick, punch. Like very basic.
Then what about? Let's talk about this for a second. Let's talk about Smash, because when I first tried to get you into it and everything, I could understand that you weren't really feeling it because of how the mechanics were, basically. And I that's totally reasonable. Totally reasonable. Because I can't fuck with the game half the time because of its own mechanics too. And I own the damn thing. So
it's a game I love to hate.
But it's because I'm so good at it, though.
Yeah.
See, if I was better at Resident Evil, I'd be able to hate on that a little bit more. I can't. I'm just saying I beat the bitch.
Yeah.
I beat the bitch.
Yeah. Yeah. And if you beat it from beginning to end, I salute you, sir.
And I did.
But so I guess this is where the huge divide is, because I know you love the new Smash.
It has to go to 4 and Ultimate, because 4 is what got me into Ultimate. I was so like, but then I got Ultimate and it was confusing for me, because the first experience was the mechanics were just a little bit different compared to 4, but it's a whole lot different compared to an older game like Melee.
Can I ask one question? Did you actually beat that game start to finish?
What?
Ultimate.
There's not like a storyline.
So there's no storyline whatsoever. So there's no.
There's just like a world of light, but that's not like really too much of the canon.
So basically, what I remember is the fact that if you wanted to unlock other characters, you actually had to go to the game in certain points. Like you had to beat story mode like 3 to 4 times, and then you had to turn around and beat adventure mode like 3 to 4 times to be able to unlock everything, all your characters, and like.
Yeah, see, that's what I mean. Here's the great divide: the fact that your games have a lot more like in depth to it, and mine's just super simplistic. Like, you know how I got all my characters, all of those characters sitting right on that screen?
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you, I sat around probably an hour, right? No more than an hour, maybe an hour and a half. And all I did was do matches against computers, and a fighter would come. A fighter would pop up, and every time I get a fighter, I close out the game. Once I beat the fighter, and I'd have the character, so I can get another fighter. And I'd fight simple ass computers until I got all the fucking characters in the game. Yup.
You had to go through hell to unlock characters on the games, man. I'm telling you, you had to go through hell to unlock characters.
Oh, like in Marvel vs. Capcom, you
Yes.
They give you all the
my
characters from the
God.
jump in 3. And 2, you told me that you had to go
Yeah,
through
you had to go through the game
so many times to get the
be
fucking
able to
points to
everything.
unlock the character.
Yep, that's the only way you can unlock anything is by getting points. That was just
So look at that. They dumb down games
Yeah.
for kids,
Yeah.
basically. Xenoverse, just a dumbed down version of a really
Yeah,
in-depth
exactly.
game. Budokai, like just all the Budokai. I don't give a fuck. Tenkaichi.
Yeah, that's so
Don't get me
man.
fucked up.
Tenkaichi is such one button.
It's such one button, but it's better than Xenoverse.
Yeah.
And you sitting there stamina breaking, and nigga like. And then if you don't do it, a nigga, bruh, I swear to God, if you do it online, a nigga can literally go around you and do it right back to you. A counter over a counter, but it's supposed to be guaranteed because it's a stamina break. It's Dragon Ball Z, my dude. How you gonna stamina break me, nigga? I got you into this point. I was here for the lead up. Nigga, you fucked up.
No.
Oh, now you get to.
Man, somebody was telling me that Xenoverse was a shit. Like seriously, they was telling me that Xenoverse was like
They
one of the
dick
best.
rides. Nah, nigga. I've been playing Xenoverse from the jump. Mo knows this. I've been playing Xenoverse from the jump. Xenoverse 2 from the jump. I know all about that shit. And it is cool in certain aspects. It's cool that it's his own Dragon Ball Z game and it's different. But it's not that cool online.
Solar flare.
You fucking fight a nigga online and they're trying to hold the shit out of you. And it's just like, what the fuck? It's like, it's literally like a cockfight. It's a literal cockfight. You literally just two men swinging your dicks trying to like prove that you're superior. I swear to God. And it makes no sense. It's like, where are the games that have more to it? That's why I'm like, I can play Resident Evil and shit like that. Because it actually has a story. I'd rather play games that have a story now, like Dark Souls. It has a story.
Yeah.
Don't
I'll
give
take
me
an RPG over a fighting game
any day.
Sorry.
Any fucking day.
Take an RPG over a fighting game any day.
Because I'd rather have story than sit here and have competition. Because with competition comes a nigga being salty. And like,
Going to sit here and use the same move. B, forward B.
Thank you.
B.
Like that.
B. I win.
And how do you win? And then the dude just starts rolling out of nowhere because he thinks he's that good. Oh, I'm gonna roll back and forth. Oh, teabag.
Teabags. I'm telling you, it took way more skill when you had to play video games at the time where I had to play video games.
Yeah.
Like Mortal Kombat Trilogy.
Why the hell do you think I played video? Why the hell do you think I took it so seriously? Because I sat around and played with somebody like you that made me take it seriously. I wasn't like, that told me to not just sit around and press buttons. That wanted to teach me how to play games. And actually sit there and have fun. And
there's
and
an
be
art
maybe
to it,
competitive.
basically.
Yeah.
There is an art to being able to play good fighting games.
And that's why I can always play fucking Smash. That's why I can always play that game. But
I think Melee's better.
And you're right for that. You're right for thinking that. You're not wrong.
Oh, that's when they got Marth and Roy. Oh my God.
And Melee even has an online scene, right? Melee even has an online scene, and I've seen gameplay. Hold on, I've seen gameplay, and it is probably the most fun shit you would ever see.
Yeah.
I swear to God.
Yeah, I'll say.
And it's
so
just casual matches.
The last tournament that I looked up, it was for Street Fighter 4. So, like back beyond what we're talking about right now, but the contestants that signed up for Street Fighter 4 were less than 300. Also, at that tournament was a Smash Brothers Melee over 5,000 people signed up to fight in Smash Brothers Melee. It's just, man, that game was the best. It was like,
Because you can't sit. I mean, you can. Like I said, there's an online scene to it, and you actually have to be good and know how to play the game to, be able to play that shit online. But it takes installing some software and all that type of shit. But it's genuine. It's not just when you hop on Ultimate, you find somebody with a shitty rule set because they're trying to get a win because they've been losing for so fucking long. What is your
or they can quit out of the middle of the game and still get a win because they quit out of the middle of the game and pulled their internet cord so that they fucking don't get a loss on their record. And they turn it back on. They plug their internet back in. And, hey, look at that! I got over 40 wins.
Oh yeah,
I'm the best.
I ain't never taken a loss. This is the strat, my dude. Compared to Melee, where you're sitting there like just sweaty gamer, two sweaty gamers. But it's genuine though. You guys get to shake hands, and you guys get to say,
shake hands. Dude, I've seen you done so disrespectful on that game.
What?
I've smashed Ultimate. Like, I've seen you done so disrespectful on that game.
But it's par for the course though. It's par for the course.
Right, that's all I gotta say is Samus.
Yeah, that's Samus. But all I have to say is everything else I've done to people.
Hey, Samus.
Samus is one time. Oh wait, never mind. There was Samus and there was that Sora too. You don't remember that?
That's Captain Hero. That Captain Falcon.
Oh yeah, the hump. Bro, shout out to the air humpers, bro. I swear to God. Shout out to y'all Smash Ultimate air humpers, bro. Y'all niggas be the best. Like, y'all just fishing for down airs. How y'all do that? Like, swear to God, I don't even do that. I don't. Like, I just kind of bait you guys out there for it. But y'all niggas, as soon as you get back on the stage,
man, I see what you do. Run in, dip, jump forward A, boom, hit you with the knee. See you later.
But you see the amount of times I'm jumping off stage, doing different shit, trying to condition them.
Yeah,
But that's playing this motherfucker.
It was
so long.
no young Padawan.
We'll have to. But then you can't, you can't win them all. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah. All I have to say is Samus.
Yeah. Oh, right. Man, Samus for Evo. Straight up. I don't even know the Samus' tag or anything. You fought me one time. You legitimately whooped my ass, bro. My uncle was sitting here watching and all that shit, bro. Like, shouts out to you. Straight up. You're the best. We'll see you at Evo, bro. We're calling you B.
B, yep.
Straight up.
B.
Shouts out to Samus B.
B.
Cause Jesus Christ. Man, my Samus is just trash, man. I've been playing Samus for like 2-3 years now.
You've been playing Samus for 2-3 years. I've been playing Samus for like 20 years. So, and I even know a better strategy than that. I mean, I at least know how to use a down A or jump in the air after hitting you.
Bro, but he completely proved that's wrong.
And,
with the Samus tech. Man, like, I've been thinking I've been taking this all wrong my whole life. I've been playing Samus all wrong.
I'll up B all day.
Straight up.
B.
Now I'm about to go play Smash, up B all day.
Yep. That's the key right there.
That's the key.
Is the key.
Up B is the key.
Trader.
Up B. I'll up B, yep.
Oh my gosh. Like getting a B by Incineroar? Yeah. That's some shit. God, because I had this Pokemon versus Pokemon battle, right? This guy.
Not right.
This guy was chilling with Pokemon trainer, right? I'm just doing me, playing Incineroar, trying to get some Incineroar in. This fool doesn't know what I'm doing, and so I decided to switch it up on him and just hit him with a whole bunch of up airs, right? And he's like, okay, what you gonna do next? I'm like, okay, you're not gonna DI at all? So, which means just like move out the way, right? I up B, took him straight down. Introduced him to hell.
See, we definitely have to just get in a couple of runs with that game.
I gotta get new controllers. I can't
thinking
use
about
my controller
Melee. Melee, they completely changed a lot of the characters in there. Like, oh my god, Fox. Ridiculous on how much they changed Fox. And Link and Young Link, it's like the difference is palpable. Like you can just sense the difference.
Yeah,
And-
but they made. You got to realize that the link that's in there in Smash Ultimate now is Breath of the Wild link. So that's just a whole nother game, a whole nother generation.
Exactly. Like, why did you do that? So
Because you gotta
my
realize
favorite character,
that shit was dope.
my
What they did
favorite
with it.
character from the first Smash Brothers was the projectiles all day. Like,
And he's still that, but just with a remote bomb instead of an actual ticking time bomb. That's what they got the other ones for. But you got, it's so much cooler because think about this: when you set up people, your bomb doesn't instantly go off, and you don't have a timer. You get to sit there, and you get to fuck with them.
see, the bomb was my ways of getting back. Somebody would knock me off. Of the
Yeah,
ledge,
that was probably the
and I'd
most fun
pull
shit. But that's
the bomb out.
That's Young Link.
Yeah.
That's
No.
Young Link all day. That's all he does. Ask this nigga Mo when I used to play Young Link all the time. That's all I used to do. Fucking, I used to have this nigga fucking play with me, and I'd be like, bro, I'm just trying to learn how to use bomb. Like, we'll just play, and like, if I'm trying to die, like, I'm just gonna try to get bomb to get back. And then I eventually learned how to use bomb.
Nah, yeah, that nigga would come back from like the depths. The
Straight
depths.
up.
I'd be like, oh, you're dead. I'd play that platform. This nigga just boom, does the up B. Really? You just back? Just like that? Like it was nothing, huh? Like it was nothing.
Took one down there with me, held it like, I'm hella just took one down there with me. The nigga was like, oh, this nigga has a bomb. Yeah! Just lights on the stage. Oh wow, I'm back. Or sometimes I would get him because he wouldn't think that I'd be prepared because I'd go off after him and he was just trying to come back to stage and he'd use side B and I hit him. I just do a little sex kick, little back air, and little tap Incineroar, right? So he's just thrown off a little bit. So he's thrown off a little bit, right? And then he up B's, he dies, he's on his second stock, and then he thinks I'm just gonna die because he thinks I suicided from that, but I have bomb. And I drop a little bit, boom, yeah! Come back to stage. This nigga, fuck you, bruh. Straight up. And it just was like downer me somehow. Alright, bruh.
The first one is so much slower than everything else that's been put out. Like,
Yeah, actually, Melee's pretty fucking fast. Like, not even pretty. Like, Melee's fast, like...
I'd say Melee is faster than what you're playing right now.
Yeah, Ultimate slowed down to...
Way faster than fucking Ultimate.
Ultimate's like near 64.
Like seriously, on Melee, you don't want to fuck up at all.
Yeah, dude.
As soon as you fuck up, it is over.
Have you seen how quickly and then you can get put in the dirt? You know why they use 5 stocks in competitive? 5.
Yeah.
You get put in the dirt, and plus they do have ledge hardening,
Yeah.
and that's not a thing in Ultimate.
Yeah. I love killing people by hanging onto the edge, and they try to jump up and try to grab the ledge and
I guess you got the ledge.
Oh.
Bruh, I remember when you did that to me and I was like, why can't I grab ledge? What the hell? No, I remember, I was like hella mad. I was like, what?
Oh.
But then when I got to Ultimate, I'm like, oh, that's not a thing? Bruh, I'm playing this game all day.
Dude, fucking, what's the name? Kirby, I used to cheat with that because his up B, when he would go up and he'd smash you down, yeah, he would still grab on the ledge when he was coming down.
Yeah,
So,
they kept that as a thing.
Yeah, that was fucked up, dude. Like, you could just
Don't,
knock him off.
bruh, swear to God, don't let some dumb ass decide that he can recover while you're using Kirby. Because you will, the same thing, you will have such a nostalgia trip if you see that shit again. I swear to God it can happen.
That was
It's fucked up.
favorite, dude.
It's fucked up. You sit there, bait him out there.
Exactly.
Do support airs.
Hey.
They're just like, oh, okay, I can get back. They get back. Yeah, hey.
Just off the ledge, dude. Just hang on to that motherfucker all day.
Bro, you know what I used to do to people? Like really cheese instead of down there? I would literally go off a ledge with Kirby and just up B. Straight up. They'd be high up and saying, yeah, hey. Or if I'd be hella mad, I swear to God, I'd be like, bro, fuck this nigga. Yeah, hey. Coming with me, bitch. Bro, you just the disrespect, but that's all live. When it's, when it's up close and personal, you're just like, all right, that's kind of fucking funny. Like, but when it's online, you're like, I can't even talk shit to this thing. I gotta show him. I have to let him know. I have a point I need to prove. And half the time, when I need to prove a point, it's proven.
Like I said, there's some art to it.
Yep. And I took my time. And I built my own.
Anywho. I'm gonna go ahead and say this. Ibrahim Warnsby from HollowEYEZET Entertainment. Go ahead and follow me at Evenpree if you want to go ahead and see me and my lovely wife to be. You know, put up a couple of videos on TikTok. So HollowEYEZET Entertainment. You know what I'm talking about? Ibrahim Warnsby. I'm gonna go ahead and sign out.
And this is TRT SF. And yep, I guess that is the end. Have a good day, night. I don't know what time it is for people. But we out. Peace.